Hi all, back with episode 29. This time we're doing some Skellige quests. Please like, comment and sub if you enjoy.
That's it, Roach.
So, that being the case, let's go and find the Skellige mission. Sail to Skellige.
Come on, Roach.
Come on, Roach. Right.
This is no regret.
Alright. What do you have to do to get the Grimace quest? You have to do some of the story quests first, because you have to have progressed it to the point where you can play cards with Ermion. But we're at the exact level that we want to be at, basically. So that's pretty cool. Because it is a level 16 quest, so we're perfectly at the level that we should be. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Black ones for dating.
Really, I should get the Griffin swords first, but to be honest, I'm doing absolutely fine with these two swords. So whilst I could get a bit more damage and get the Griffin swords, we're doing fine. We've got delayed recovery anyway, so let's go. Paid this guy already, so I don't have to pay him the 1,000 crowns. Let's go. Anchors away. Follow the drunk captain. One of the coolest little mini cutscenes. I don't know why, but that skyline's just really beautifully done. Put the swords down. Let's go. You can go to... I think the earliest I've done it is level 4 on Deathmatch, and that was before they toned down the difficulty a little bit. But no real need to do that here. So I wanted to leave it for as long as possible. I have the actual Skellige deck, so that when I'm doing these bits and you can play some of the people as part of the story and the Gwent quests, like you play Krakon, Crate and Ermion and people, I can play them with the Skellige deck, which is kind of cool. Because we are the appropriate level here and we got the really powerful delayed recovery build, this should be a piece of cake, he said before, you know, struggling probably, but we'll have a look. I kinda doubt it. I think we'll be okay. So first things first, it's always Swallow. We'll go with Petri. Tonial to keep our stamina regen high, and then just Killer Whale just to top up the toxicity right up. Next we'd want Full Moon and Maribor, so yeah, we'll go with that. Have to remember to not use the Golden Oriole. But now we've got... Wait, is that Superior Blizzard? I forgot I got Superior Blizzard. Nice. So as you can see, the slowdown is just absolutely ridiculous, and this was the one of the core parts of my Metamorphosis build, which is like the most powerful build possible in post 4.0. And it's just that you get this delayed recovery and superior blizzard combo, which is just absolutely bananas. Which is why it's well worth the money. You can just see how much slower everything is. And also, once you get to full adrenaline, your assigns stop costing you any stamina to cast. Like any actions that take your stamina don't cost any stamina anymore. So like, I should be able to just oh, fight ended. Dagnammit. Oh well, I would have been able to just infinitely cast signs, but we'll see. Sweet. Yeah, so if that's the case, and I did get Superior Blizzard, which I'm fairly certain I did, because I bought it from the guy in Tucson. I would have done if he had it, and he would have had everything, so I should have Superior Blizzard. I just wasn't paying attention properly there. But when I'm at 3 adrenaline points, that means that you just get like
I'll kill you.
absolutely insane infinite stamina basically when you get to 3 adrenaline points, which is mad. Yeah, so you can get into a fight with this guy and it's very annoying, but I hate the fist spikes, so... Although I'm actually at the right level now, so I can actually slap him, because normally I would just say never get in a fight with this guy, because he'll be way higher level than you if you're doing it at low levels, but he's only level 13 here, so instead he can just get wrecked. Yeah. Get punched, you clown. I wonder if I'm not losing health, but it doesn't look like my potions are active,
Had
which
enough.
is weird.
Best finish me now.
It was a good.
Know the way to.
I love how he's just like, yeah, you beat me up, but this is how you go. And his wolf's just like, yeah, whatever. It is like my potions are still active though, which is weird. Because I'm not losing the health. That's really weird. Just to be on the safe side. What a strange interaction. Right. So we'll get full moon, and that makes Maribor more important than Tawny now as well. Because it makes Maribor more important than Tawny, because you want the adrenaline to be reaching max. So like Blizzard and Tawny Blizzard and Maribor become the most important ones basically. So let's get those on, and then I'll use Blizzard just before I go into the fight. Don't think I'll have any cutscenes or anything. In fact, no, I definitely won't. So one thing you do want to make sure that you always do is to nick your crowns back from the corpse of the captain, who very unfortunately did not survive. There he is, 1,000 crowns. Make sure you nick that back. I believe that does disappear, his corpse does disappear, so you can't get them back indefinitely. It's got to be like soon after you sort of crash here. You very often get a Divana Runestone here as well, which is very useful early in the game. I think I've got everything there. Place of power here, and obviously there are several places of power to get in Skellige because it's a new area, which is always good. Right, pick up a dried fish because that's like mega important. And as you can see from the shadows swooping about, there are some siren type enemies, including an echidna. Kill the siren first. Get down. Right, so we can knock them down, and then we can hit them with a combination of burning and everything else. We've still got the blizzard, so you can hit them with burning, you can knock them out the sky with a hard, and basically just do a ton of damage. My goodness, look at that damage. Absurd. Sirens, unlike most enemies, don't die when you knock them into water, because they are, you know, amphibious in a way. Still got the slowdown from Blizzard.
Show me what you got.
Which just makes everything way easier. Death March, more like friendly walk. Alright. Deadsies! Another siren somewhere. Hit that with the quick shot thing. Come down here. Now come down and fight me. Ton of fire damage from that as well. Huge amounts of damage, look at that, wow. That is some strength, so that's from having superior thunderbolt and things. Now we can let the echidna come out.
Den. Gotta ruin it for them.
Destroy the siren den. Put Gwen on so the explosion doesn't hurt. And then an echidna always comes out of this. I will just get another potion going. I will put Tony on now, I think. Oh no, we'll get Golden Oriole first. Oh no, we want Petri as well, because we've already got Maribor on there.
That's silver.
How do you like that silver? So we just get the echidna to come down, wherever that is. Where are you? Get here. Come down and fight. There it is. Has it landed on the other side? Yeah, it has. How annoying. Right. Wait for it to come round and we'll kick its butt. Where are you, ugly thing? Come on. Oh, it's gone around the other side. Oh, we keep missing each other. How hilarious. You can actually beat this thing at really low levels, but when you're a similar level to it, it's just like... Oh my life. Where's your health gone? Good grief. It's got absolutely destroyed. Now, the only thing about using the Superior Blizzard is, if you want to be riding Roach around, it slows down riding on Roach like to a massive, almost comical degree. It's very annoying. So you probably find that when you get the Superior Blizzard, you'd actually be meditating more than before you got it. But I mean, we've got so much hard alcohol, it doesn't matter. But I'll have to remember that. In fact, I'll probably just, there aren't any more enemies for me to face here. I will be riding Roach shortly, so we'll just meditate, get rid of that first. Know what the siren's about, so just going to clear out a few more things here. And we're starting to pick up those few superior alchemy recipes and creations that we were missing, or didn't buy from the perfumery guy in Toussaint. Which is cool. So superior dimeritium bomb, got a couple of the others there as well. So let's have a look. Right, already got the place of power. So the places of power is going to be an important thing for us to collect. We're going to go around and collect all of those. There should be another chest around here somewhere as well. Okay, there's that. I thought there was another. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh. Thought there was another, maybe on the other side from the place of power. Did I actually draw from the place of power? I didn't, you know. Because it interrupted me rudely. Right, so I get my one ability point there. That's going in razor focus. Straight away. Right, so are there any of these? What I could probably do is I could use the auto oils thing, and instead of having fixative, I could just use the auto oil part of it, and then yeah, go with that. I didn't even change my oil for those hybrid enemies actually, but that's like something that I do like doing. So to be perfectly honest, I don't want to do that. So what would I do? I get another one at 18. For now, I would probably, if I wasn't using the auto oil thing, which I'm not, I would find poison blades, which is there, and then I would put fixative there, and I would put razor focus here. Yep, to boost that. So I love razor focus because it instantly gives you one adrenaline point when entering combat, which is ace. And then the other points just increase the rate that your sword strikes build up your adrenaline. So it is useful to have as many points as possible in it, but not essential. And the first point is the main one, because that is what gives you that's what gives you the one adrenaline point when entering combat if you don't have one already, which is extremely good. Love that. So yeah, we're all about that. Allspice, that's one of the rarer ones, always good to get. Dimeritium ingot, water essence, load of good stuff from here. Alright. Fantastic! And we get a book for good measure. Can I loot that chest already? Yes. So I just go and loot the monster next, which I don't think I looted just yet. Very good, very good. Wicked. Right, okay. So it's already been a very productive little jaunt to Skellige. So what do we want to do next? We want... I was going to do something then, I've completely forgotten what it is. You know when you're going to do something and then you're like, oh yeah, I was going to check alchemy and see what else we have to do. How bizarre. Strange little twist. Right, so what else do we have? Still missing all these things. So I need an Irenia eye, I need troll something or others, livers. You can get some of those when you go and get the enhanced Ursine boots. Ah yes, bombs. So I already bought my Negredo. Got foglet teeth for that. So superior salmon's done. Superior Moondust, one of my absolute favourite bombs. I already bought the Negredo for that because we planned ahead of time. Superior Dimeritium bomb absolutely sucks, but whatever. It's not like we're never going to make it, so you know. Still need a Necker heart for that. Interesting. Alright, okay, so still got a few of these to make. Oh, I need a Negredo for that superior relic oil now. That's alright, I can always fast travel back to Toussaint and buy one. That's the beauty of having that unlocked as well. And I don't need the superior relic oil. Relics are few and far between anyway, so relatively rare. Not like it's a priority like it would be with one of the other oils, so that's cool. If you don't have great horse gear, then you can go and win the Zerrikanian stuff for free by winning the 3 horse races, but I already have miles better horse gear than that anyway, because I've got the Beauclair saddlebags and an equivalent saddle and blinders that we got from Toussaint, and the Ophiri saddle, which is absolutely fine. So yeah, that's cool. So there's the crossroads. So there's a few things that I could do. I want to get the places of power. Where are these places of power? Right, let's try and see what we've got. We've got Randvig. I'm trying to remember where they all are. Let's try and do it off the top of our head. So there's one around there. There's one on Harvikin, definitely. There probably is one here. That is the island with Morkvag and things. And so there is, I think, a place of power on here as well. I'll have to remember where it is. There is definitely one on Uriala Harbour up here. And you can fight Arenias on the path as well. So, on the path. So I'll try and do those. There's the Sunstone ones that you can't get until later. There's one up here that you can't get until later. There's one that you get as part of the that you get on the Ermion quest with the mask. So there's one there. There's one here that's guarded by the giant. There's one here that you get at Caer Troll, but only if you support Ceres and do her like quest line when it comes to choose or support a leader. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, but we can't remember. 8, there's definitely one on Svorlag. And then I want to say 9. I think there's one around here as well. And there's one here. So there isn't one on this island, I don't think. I don't think there's one on Morkvag's island. Because there's definitely one here as well. On this path here. So there's quite a few to be able to get. So we want to get all of those. We want to go to Caer Troll. We want to go to Reinvig first. We'll go and get that notice board. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a break in real life, and so it'll either carry on as part of the episode, or I'll have depending on where it falls, it might be the start of a new episode. Is there money in this tree? Do these magical trees still have money in Skellige? Right, so yeah, I'm just going to take a brief break in real life after I've got this notice board, and then we'll pick it up again. This is where you would do the riding for one of the Zerrikanian, either the saddlebags or the saddle or the horse blinders. You can do all of those. She's part of the quest for the knitting.
Greetings.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Alright, see what she's got. Anything interesting? Let us see. She's got Arenaria, so I might as well buy that while I'm here. Alright, cool. And the rest of it, I can't remember if I need any of the rest of it, so. But yeah, you can pretty much always buy this kind of stuff if you need it now, so we're good. We've got our Arenaria. Is there anything that we're particularly low on here? Longrube, we've got a couple. Hop on bells and something. Yeah, green mold. We've got enough of those anyway. We've got the one mistletoe we need for the superior cursed oil when we get it. Yeah, right. So I think we've pretty much got the ingredients that we need for the most part. Except I do need a Negredo, and I don't need White Rafford yet anyway, so we're good. Right, cool.
See ya.
Fare thee well.
Fare thee well, indeed. Right, that being the case.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
Probably I've got some more Gwent people to play, but we want to go and do the Grimace stuff first, so. Yeah. That means we need to go to the port. Yes, go to the port near Caer Troll. I'll collect the places of power later. I don't have the ability slots available to comfortably fit them in. I like having all the alchemy ones as it is. Again, unless you're doing the fixative thing, which I wouldn't be doing just yet. In terms of like using the auto apply oils and take fixative out, you most definitely could, but I like trying to remember to use my oils and which beasties are which and all that kind of thing. I might get bored of doing that and like actually just put on that option later. but not just yet.
Friends we show heart. Foes we show
Alright, cool. Right, so here we are at Kertrold. Hello, Roach is faster than you. Alright. Right. I'm just going to do this, and like I say, then I will take this break in real life. Alright, cool.
Makes you serve our king worthily.
Just have a look at these. Nothing missing, son. Some cool contracts in Skellige as well. Very cool. Alright, break. Right, so just going to blast through the first couple of these Skellige quests, sort out the side quests and everything else later on. Just want to get through this first part so that I can get the ability to play Ermion. You've got to do the first few Skellige quests to do this, and the reason I'm doing this is I want to be on my Gwent portion of the game, because I love my Gwent. Got my Skellige deck, which is cool, so I can use it against the people in Skellige. But one of the main things that I want is to get with this Gwent deck is having the Skellige deck and getting Mysterious Elf, which is the only spy card you can get, because it's a universal hero card, so it can go in. It's a neutral card, so it can go in any of the decks. And it's the only spy available to the Scoia'tael deck, the Skellige deck, and the Monsters deck. So it's literally the only one for those decks. Now it's really good if you're able to draw it in any of those decks. And basically, if I want to be playing Gwent with that Skellige deck, I've left all of the Gwent. Gwent games to be played after I've got the Skellige deck, which is why I've started now. I've just done all the Toussaint games. That would be, you know, last episode and everything else. And basically now I've got the rest of that deck. Before I play everybody else, I want to have Mysterious Elf as part of that deck for as many games as possible, because I like using the deck at its maximum capacity. So there's a couple of things that I want to a couple of cards that I still want to get. The universal cards that you can add to the deck. The Olgierd card is very difficult to get, because you get that like part way through Hearts of Stone. So oh crap. So you can't really do that one. You can't really get the Olgierd card easily if you have Hearts of Stone installed, because if you don't have Hearts of Stone installed, you can just go and collect the Toad card. Oh no, that's the Toad card I'm thinking of. You can just go and collect the Toad card. But the Olgierd card, you have to have done pretty much all of Hearts of Stone, and you get it from playing Shani after you've done a ton of the quests, which obviously, if you're not high enough level for them, is very tricky. And I don't want to smash through all of Hearts of Stone just for the Olgierd card. It's not that good a card. So the Olgierd card isn't one that we can add. But we've got the Cirilla card from doing the Gwent Big City Gwent quests. And the other ones that we can be grabbing is, like I say, the Mysterious Elf, and you can do the Grimace quest fairly easily. Well, no, that's a slight exaggeration. It's not easy. You can do them, but it's not easy. So I'm going to be doing that because it's a slightly higher level quest, but you can do it, and I should be able to manage it with the delayed recovery. Very powerful build that we've got at the moment, so that'll be cool. And assuming I am able to do that, there we go. Assuming I'm able to do that, I can get that Mysterious Elf card, and then I can go and play, do some of the quests where you sort out things with Vernon Roach, and then after you've done that, you can basically, after you've done the Vernon Roach quest, you can play their little Gwent thing there, their Gwent quests, and then after you've played that series of Gwent quests, you can play Tala and get the Geralt card, because you want the Geralt card and the
Witcher known as the White Wolf, I know. They tell stories about
you want the You want the Garrett card and the Siri card and the Mysterious Elf, basically. So I'll get Mysterious Elf first, then I'll have it for all the other games. And I'll also have it before I go and get the Dandelion card from the Vegelwood Estate and one of Trish's quests. And we'll be able to get the Dandelion card after that as well. That'll be good. Ooh, got one Scorch card to buy there. That's cool. Buy a few Mandrake Cordial just in case. I think I did need a couple of Redanian Herbal as well. And then what else? Cherry Cordial, yeah. Buy a few of those. I think I've pretty much made everything now, so I might not actually need those white gold, but I'll buy them anyway. 9,000 gills, plenty. Right, so we can sell some of this stuff. Yeah, still sell some of these. This guy gives decent prices. Should really sell everything in Tucson now, but yeah, we're alright. So sell some of this stuff. There we go. Always save these shells for dismantling. A couple of bear hides for 80. That's quite a lot. So just sell some of this junk. Yeah, so he gives really good prices, so it's good person to sell things to. Right, so we've got that sorted, and I could play him at cards as well, just to save coming back here. But what I'll do is, as part of the Gwent quest, I'll come back here and be playing Schuster at the end of that Gwent quest. So again, I'll just play him after I've got the Mysterious Elf card. So the plan is to go and do these Skellige quests. Right. Can't be bothered doing the fist fighting because, as I keep saying, I load the fist fighting quests. They are very boring. Where's Roach? Seriously, Roach, where are you? There you go. Now she appears. Hello. Got my cool blinders from Tucson as well, which are also the best ones in terms of the fear level. They're plus 60, whereas previously I'd just had the make do with the plus 20 ones. And that only mattered once in an early episode when I was riding through the Hearts of Stone area and I thought I was going to die because I got stuck with some drowners, and Roach had no blinders on and bucked me straight off, which was quite funny. Right after I'd said, oh, you don't need blinders anyway. That was quite amusing. But here we're going to be getting all this stuff. So again, there's a few things to loot around here, but I really don't need them at the minute, and I just kind of want to plow through these quests and get them sorted. Oh, I need to put my thingy, nice gear on. So that we don't get told off. Even though you pick up the Skellige stuff, that doesn't count as you know, like good gear. It's really weird. Right, so I've got my Nilfgaardian shoes on. What am I missing? Oh yeah, I don't need gauntlets. Yeah, so like even if you dress in the Skellige stuff, Yen still like chastises you for not having things sorted, not having the right clothing and stuff, which is weird. That's quite a good sword. Obviously the Tirtoko blade, I'm still using that because even though the damage is lower, the bleeding chance and critical hit damage is really amazing. So still don't think I want to switch that, although 5% freeze chance and a little bit of critical hit damage bonus, that's a pretty cool one. But at some point I'll be getting different swords anyway. I will need to be getting, let me have a think. Well, you don't get the Ursine ones until level 20. None of the others have particularly high bonuses from what I remember, in terms of critical hit damage, which are the best ones. Could get the Griffin swords, so you get those at level 11, and then I'll speak to these guys afterwards. I'll speak to them afterwards because I'll play them at Gwent after I get the Mysterious Elf card. So again, I'll leave all the Gwent games until then. So you get Burner. Stupid.
Don't really know.
Woman. Yeah, so you get the Griffin swords. I could get those already because they would be level 11. That would be no problem. And then you get the upgraded ones at level 18. You get the feline ones, but the feline ones don't have any. You don't have any damage bonuses with the feline ones. They just have like bleeding chance and something else, I think. Bleeding chance is pretty good, but I've got the tier Toko blade, so yeah, no need to be doing that. Don't want to be doing this race against Ceres, even though I could do. Right, let's get this sorted. Right, we've got to go and do this bit. You can do some fist fighting here as well. I think you can, if I remember, there's a way to like farm experience from it by repeatedly doing the quest, but yeah, I try and ignore that bit. Especially all the fist fighting and experience and things, those bits don't really bother me. But you can do. Just got this bit of dialogue.
Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. Geralt, Yaldona and Hinder.
Come in.
Thought Skellige.
He's a freaking idiot, Lugos. Anyway. Yeah. Shut up.
No.
Muppet. Anyway. So we've got to do all this bit. Oh, you got to fight him. That sucks. I didn't realise you had to fight him. And he's level 30. What the hell? What shit is that? Oh my life, this is gonna suck. Oh, whatever. Smack 7 bells out of him. Madman's a muppet anyway. Get fudged. Absolute muppet. Such a clown. Yeah, you can lock on to people in fist fights. It sometimes helps if you just fight one of them. Oh, I just load fist fighting. Because the whole thing just boils down to this. It's just like all you can do is like, all you really want to do is just back off and then just parry. And even the lock-on's kind of bad. Fist fighting, not the game's strongest bit. Anyway, so knocked the 7 bells out of him, even though he was level 30 in Red Skull, which is bizarre. I don't know why he was level 30 in Red Skull, seeing as how I'm 16 and this quest is level 16 as well. Whatever. Anyway.
Sure.
Absolute moppet. Don't know why I'm drinking with him, but yeah, whatever. I like how you're drinking and then you're just not drunk in the slightest after that. That's weird. Anyway. Right, so we've got to go to Ermion's thing. Let's go. No point arguing with her and stuff because we can do it anyway, so let's be honest. You can grab all this stuff. There's plenty of things to grab, things to sell and all that. Might as well loot all these things. As I keep saying, make no apologies for looting everything because I'm just a bit obsessive with it anyway. And it's kind of important, just like you don't realise quite how much of the money you accrue through the game is just from looting random stuff and selling things correctly. Like I get people saying on my videos, how have you got so much money? I'm like, how do you not have so much money? What would you spend it on? I don't even know. It's weird. Like there's only, I don't know, I suppose now it's second nature, but like even when I was playing the game the first time, because I'm like really obsessive with looting things, I was always of like, oh, these are free, I'll just take them unless the guards are going to cause a ruckus or whatever. And I'm very conservative in terms of, you know, the spending money, the economy in the game and things. I always like to hold on to things until I know I don't need them anymore, just in case. And so like I was proper hoarding things my first playthrough. It was quite funny. I just had a load of absolute nonsense that I could have sold. I was like, oh, I'll just keep these 20 bear hides just in case. You might need them for armors later on, but you realise the more you play, you can like, right, you don't have to be quite so obsessive about keeping all this stuff or dismantling things. You can sell a lot of it, and then that gives you a bit more leeway to buy a few other things like the alchemy recipes that are really important and stuff like that. And so you'll have seen in the other episodes that I have done that in this particular playthrough. Bought quite a few of the alchemy recipes instead of just trying to wait and find them, because it's a very alchemy focused playthrough. So I feel like that's a perfectly good way to play the game, especially in 4.0 like post patch 4.03 now, and hopefully this playthrough is giving like, you know, a good overview of how you'd go about doing that and why it's really powerful to be using alchemy, but also to basically have the alchemy recipes and buy certain ones. I love this.
Of Rivia, being romantic.
And you know, the alchemy is really powerful anyway, but especially so if you do that, go into Toussaint early, which is not very difficult, and then buying some of the really powerful stuff. Like, so we're level 16 and I've got all of the superior things that I wanted basically. The only ones that I don't really have are a few of the oils that are for less common enemies. I want to get my armors back on. A few of the oh, that was the wrong gauntlets. Where are my boots? have I got on? Where are my actual boots? Oh yeah, I had the griffin boots. For the bit of extra sign intensity. Interesting. I forgot I even had that. Could wear a harlequin mask as well, look. Ooh, how exciting. Anyway, what I was basically going to say was that you can get like certain very important aspects of the alchemy, and I've got everything like all together already. Got everything that I'd want to get, including superior swallow, and that's what can just really enhance the delayed recovery skill. The further you get in the alchemy, like, it's good when you first get it, and you can get it very early now. I had it at level, what level did I have it at? Level 6 I think I got it at. So you can get to that part of the tree a lot earlier now, but also the more and potions and everything you get, like when you get the enhanced swallow and the enhanced thunderbolt and things like that, it gets, oh dear, it gets really strong really quickly, and the more things you get with it, the stronger it becomes, you know. So all these things, even though they're showing, I don't think, can you get knocked out at this point? I don't actually know, you know. I don't remember. They're all red skull, but like, they're not even knocking my Gwen down, so no, I take it you can't then, because I don't have the oils on my sword, and they're showing as red skull no level, but they're not even taking out Gwent. You can see that 96% at the top. They're not even taking out one hit of Gwent, so these aren't real enemies. So didn't really need to get the toxicity up there. Is this one going to come to life? Yeah. Didn't really need to get the toxicity and delayed recovery going here. But you do have to fight an elemental very shortly, so I'll just keep them up for that. And that's all good. And that reminds me that I can put on the correct oil for fighting this elemental in just a minute. Cool. Alright, so that's sorted. I don't know if this cutscene will actually make all of delayed recovery wear off. It looked like it did just there, but we'll have to see. Because see, my potions aren't showing at the top left anymore, even though the toxicity's still there. But I could always just meditate and reapply them, because we've got many hard alcohol. We never mentioned this again.
No.
Right, so we go off for this. This first quest is pretty much done. You know, I can never properly remember which thing it is that you put in the hands of the statue here. I want to say it's, oh yeah, my potions are still active. I want to say it's the gauntlet, right?
We must search it thoroughly.
Let's have a look.
The mask of Ouroboros must be here.
Nope, that's not it. Ouroboros, no. Yeah. Right, there we go. Interesting. Geralt is not the king, apparently. Where is the
Goes in for light reading too.
stupid thing? Oh, it's this. I think it's the mead gauntlet. I want to say it's that. We'll have a check. I'll try it now anyway. Can't remember for the life of me, if I'm honest. I want to say it is the mug of mead though. Yeah, there you go.
Ermion enjoys
For some reason, I always second guess and think. I know it's not the skull, but I always do kind of think about it like, oh, I wonder if it's the pine cone. Even though that doesn't make any sense, so I know it's not the pine cone. So I do normally get it right. Anyway, just going to wait for the cutscene to pass, and then I will use Superior Blizzard, make this fight against the elemental a little bit easier. Shouldn't be too bad anyway, if we're perfectly honest. I am still using fixative. You could just use the auto blade oil option that they've added. But yeah, we'll see. Uh-oh. Ugly thing, innit? Cool. Smack, smack. Yeah, well. Right, so we'll get Superior Blizzard active. Oh my life, it's so powerful, Superior Blizzard. The slowdown is just unbelievable. So again, if you look at the difference there, you've got a couple of critical hits doing 200 and something damage with the fast attacks, but you get a ton more damage with the heavy attacks, because these things actually have a decent amount of armor, and strong attacks with no armor. So yeah, that's pretty good. Don't think you get anything from this. Oh, you do. Completely lying. Right, so then yep, you talk to Yen, and we're just like, oh my life, We're all gonna die.
Gas.
Uh-huh.
Grate's still closed.
Yes.
Gotta think of something quick.
Uh-oh. We're all gonna die. Can't even clear it with hard. Can't set ourselves on fire with Igni, fortunately. Because you wouldn't want to do that.
Yes.
Help! So what do you do then? Oh no, there's no way around it. Can't get out. Jens just stood there like, yeah, we're good. And then you should get the option very shortly to be escaping. Look for a way to escape the trap. There is no way to escape the trap. That's the whole point. Yeah, there you go. Don't think that those options makes much difference. Although I don't think you can get this romance scene with Yen, with the unicorn, otherwise. I also don't think this scene affects if you romance Yen or not. I think you still just have to do the last wish and then tell her you love her and nothing's changed at the end of it. I don't think this scene actually affects it. Just like I don't think kissing Triss at the Vegelwood estate party does either. Anyway, I'm going to skip this cutscene anyway, so I might as well skip this bit. We'll see. Alright, sound. Get back to the wake, speak to Krak. You can't play Krak. Even though Krak is one of the people that you play for the Gwent Skellige quest, you can't play him until you've already beat Ermion, which means you have to do the Mask of Ouroboros quest first, which is why. So you got to do 2 quests, then play Ermion, then you can go back and play Krak, and then. Can you play Schuster right away? I think you can play Schuster and then Madman. But as soon as we've played Ermion, then we'll play Krak. Do you have to play them all? I can't remember. But you have to do some of this before you can actually go and sort out do Gremist anyway. So yeah, we'll have to see. I can't remember the actual order you do it. But we shall see. We shall see. I remember you have to do these before you can do the quest for before you can do the quest for Gremist, so I'll have to try and think about those.
You should.
But I know that you have to do this anyway before you can do the practicum of alchemy. So I think he must be. He must like Gremist must be part of the Gwent Skellige quest, and you have to defeat Ermion and Krak and maybe Schuster before you can play Gremist. So there's no point going doing Gremist quest if you want purely just to do it for the Gwent cards until you've done the other parts of it. Can't loot the stuff around here because the guards get upset. It's not like the Baron's men where they just let you get away with pretty much anything. So we will just need to fast travel to the site of the magical cataclysm and then go from there. Oh, I didn't get the maps. That's what I need to do. I need to speak to the armourer because I think you can buy a few of the maps from him. It's either the armourer or the blacksmith or one of them. See if you can buy the because you can access the. I'm gonna have to meditate so they appear. You can buy maps that let you know the locations of the fast travel markers in Skellige without you actually having to have done them. So I'll not play them at Gwent yet, but I'll see if either of them have got the maps. And if not, I'll have to try and find them. I hope they do. Ah, oh, dang, he didn't have the maps. Well, that sucks. What's he got? Load of pointless longsword stuff. Don't want any of those. We can sell some of these. Is that worth dismantling or not? Nah, not really. Right, I'll sell that. Meteorite ore. Yeah, I suppose I'll dismantle those. I'll save the other stuff to dismantle with the Tucson guys because you get more items from them. So, not bothered about the Skellige stuff. Sell this. I think I've actually already got my fancy clothes from the original part in Nilfgaard when you very first go to meet the Emperor. Don't want the master repair kits because they weigh too much. Don't need a lot of these. I only ever carry 4 at a time, and even that's kind of overkill. So I always sell the master ones because if you look at that 0.69, they're actually slightly heavier weight, like unnecessarily so. So always sell the master ones. That's just one of the things I do. Right, so get that sorted. Then the armourer is normally here at like 10 or 11ish. Alright, so 11 then. Skip right past him, go to 12. Oh, seriously, he's not appearing. Where is he? They appear at like slightly different times sometimes. The people in Skellige are weird. They just keep weird times. So, alright, so there's the armor. But it's this armor that you can actually speak to. So he has actually got the so you can buy some of that, and it has really good resistances. I might look at getting the boots or something, because as cool as the actual armor itself is, it's heavy armor and I don't want that. So it's got amazing resistances, as you can see, but I like having the medium armor, so I'm not going to be buying that. And that's probably a good reason for me just to even still stick with the same boots. There aren't any real... Are there any good medium ones? Resistance to slashing, bludgeoning, piercing. That's alright. But no damage resistance to monsters. Not really worth buying those. So you could get the Skellige boots, but again they're heavy boots, and so would lose some stamina regeneration from that. So don't need to do those just yet. And he didn't have any of the maps, did he? I didn't actually look, but I didn't see them there, so I don't think so. I need to find one of the people who's got the maps, really. Nope. Because it could do with buying those. Normally you ride past a merchant really early on, but I seem to have forgotten to do that in this playthrough. So we don't have those just yet. Okay, well that's alright. Did I speak to the... I might just ride down and see if the innkeep... No, he definitely didn't have the maps, because I would have bought them when I bought the Mandrake Cordial and all that stuff. So I'm going to have to find someone else to get the maps from. That being the case, I'll need to check in Ranvig and see if I can buy them there. Because really I could do with having those maps, because then you can fast travel around. Oh no, I've already got them all. Oh, that's weird. Did I buy these already then? Because normally I swear you don't get these markers until you bought the maps, and I haven't been here yet, definitely. That's really weird. Another place of power to get up there, so I could get that. I've already got 1 point in Razor Focus. I don't have any other skill slots unlocked yet, so not really with it. Let me have a think. If I ride through this path, if I ride down this path, I feel like I'll ride past the merchant who you normally buy those maps from when you very first get to Skellige, or at least I can see if he's about, and buy those maps and get the extra fast travel points. So I'll just ride Roach there instead, and then we'll see if we can find said merchant and get those maps. So yeah, we want to do this quest, play Ermion at Gwent, and then play Crack if we need to as well, and then we can go and do Gremist's quest, and after you've done the practicum of alchemy you can play him at Gwent. I'm 99% sure now that I think about it that you can buy the you can get the card from him because he's part of the tongue tied. Yeah, these are what I wanted. You can get the he's part of the Skellige Gwent quests, if you follow me. So you have to have that unlocked and beaten Ermion, and I think Crack as well. You can play him at Gwent, which is why I'm doing things in this order. Hope that makes some sort of sense, because it didn't really make a lot of sense to me, if I'm perfectly honest. So now we've got a load of extra fast travel points, which is cool. Very good. So those maps unlock the markers. It's normally like one of those travelling guys that will sort of sell you the maps. And now we've got a couple of other fast travel points like this one. So this one is very close to a place of power here, and then you can ride all the way around here, and there's another place of power as part of this. Or you can ride across here, stop by the notice board, and then do that afterwards. So I'll just ride whilst I'm already on Roach. I need to reset that marker though, because I didn't just set it. Don't want to be going there now, I want to be going here to the notice board. Then there's a few others, like now I can fast travel down here, there's a notice board here and a place of power on that path across the top of the mountain as well. So that's cool. Right, so let's ride Roach all the way along. Where are we going, Roachy? So I can pick up those places of power later. I don't want to there's nothing that I desperately need whirl or rend for just yet. You only need 1 point in rend. You can put the second and third points in that and raise a focus later, so they are still useful. But oh dear, even with just 1 point in them. So wow, that's a lot of drowners. Can't be bothered fighting them. So like, it's not crucial that you get 3 points in rend or 3 points in razor focus right away, whereas whirl's quite a bit better when you've got the full 3 points in it. So oh, I'm still miles away. I thought this was the point that I was supposed to be stopping at, but obviously not. Right, let's have a look. There's probably some money in that tree stump, but we're alright for now. Don't want to be hopping on and off roach an excessive amount of times, or an excessive amount of times rather. Where is this notice board? Let's set a marker on the actual notice board. Here we go, yep. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment and sub if you enjoy, and I'll see you all next time on the path.